Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and for those who are new here, I am Psychic Bella Love. If you are not already, make sure that you are subscribed because I do have videos uploading every single day this week, including Saturday morning, and on Saturday evening we will be going live. We're gonna do live readings on Nicki Minaj and Cardi B, and shout out to my barbs. They know that it's always mad love over here for them because they definitely played a huge part in getting my channel to where it is and getting monetized. So it will always be love and appreciation for the barbs. So this video is going to be about the rumors of Meg Thee Stallion and Travis Kelce. I think that's how you say his last name. Maybe it's Kelce. I might have mispronounced it. And whether or not they are dating. So as I shuffle up the cards, just some quick housekeeping. I only take appointments via my website, psychicbellalove.com. That will be linked down below as well. And for the month of April, you can get $15 off any reading with the code Easter at checkout. I also only take appointments on my website, so if anybody ever DMs you on Instagram with my name and pictures, it's not me. I know that, and the Cash App account that they're using is not me. My real Cash App account has my name, Psychic Bella Love, on it with my picture. I'm not Amanda Norton. So just a heads up, because the scammers have been trying it a bunch lately, and they have multiple pages pretending to be me. Happens to all of us, unfortunately, which is why I only take appointments through my website, and I will never DM people offering readings. Also, if you ever did want to request a celebrity video, you can join the Patreon. That is the only place that I do accept requests for readings on celebrities. We also have exclusive content, and we talk about conspiracy theories, the Illuminati, history, religion, all that kind of stuff over there, and we have a great time. I post most days per week, and I go live every week over there. So if you want to join, the link will be in the description box below, as well as the links to my actual real Instagram accounts and to any other relevant stuff. Also, I will post the links to the live Saturday morning on both my community tab and on my Instagram stories, but we will definitely be going live this Saturday. So let's take a look and see what's going on here. First and foremost, just to tell you guys, you know, the relationship between Meg Thee Stallion and Pardi was always a PR contract. Just like her relationship with Moneybagg Yo was a PR situation. That's what happens with most of these celebrities. If you watched my Lil Uzi and JT video that went up this morning, I talked about that as well. You know, sometimes the PR contract relationships do turn into something real, but there's always, you know, these people are all, first and foremost, Satan worshipers. Secondly, heavily controlled by their handlers, aka their management and record label owners. And so, you know, if they feel like it's a good fit or a good look, they'll pair people up. Sometimes people get paid for it. Sometimes it's just mutually beneficial because it's that cross audience, you know. So if you didn't notice, Meg unfollowed Pardi and deleted all of his pictures. And he still is following her. He still has her pictures up. I looked it up last night because if you are at my Patreon, you know that I posted about this rumor and said that I was going to take a look at it as soon as I had time to sit down and record. And you know, the first psychic inkling that I got was that he left everything that way, kind of waiting to see, like, are they going to renew the contract for this relationship, or is it really time to move on? And so, you know, I don't feel like there's going to be, I think that at some point we'll get some sort of like, oh, which I've always said, they'll blame it on the stress of the trial and everything that happens, and that it was just time for them to move on, but that they still remain friends or some BS like that. But they're definitely over. So anyways, moving on to this situation with Travis. Now, first of all, and I'm going to try to be careful about how I say certain things just because there's, you know, YouTube censorship, which is why I love Patreon, because we can be as uncensored as possible over there. And if you do want to know more about the controlling and the Satan worship in the industry, you definitely want to join over there, because there's not a whole lot that I can talk about over here without completely censoring myself, and I don't like leaving things out or leaving things to guesswork. But which, if you hear the cat, I joke and I call her the icy barb cat. She does not seem to like anybody that doesn't get along with Nikki or Sweetie. Quavo is at the top of her hit list. She also doesn't like Carlos, and apparently she also doesn't like Meg Thee Stallion. So anyways, you know, the thing is with this whole situation, they're trying to market her because, you know, we've talked about this, it's a rebrand for her. They have to really work on that PR image when it comes to her, because she did, you know, even though they got the win as far as things go with Tori being convicted, on the flip side, they did lose a ton of support. You know, there's a lot of people out there that feel like, you know, even if Tori did do something to her, just the way that things went, you know, were handled, or the way that so many lies that she had told had been, you know, exposed on the stands, that they lost a huge chunk of the support that they had. There's a lot of people, let's be honest, within the Black community who are tired of people being unfairly convicted, and this unjust justice system that always, you know, tends to treat Black people very unfairly. And so they're trying to shift her over to more of a white audience and capture them, because they're not going to be as emotionally invested in a possible wrong conviction and wrongdoing in the justice system the same way that the Black community is. Doesn't mean she lost all of her Black followers. It just means there was a big chunk of them that are side-eyeing her at the very least. So this is definitely about trying to turn public perception around, recapture some, you know, a new audience, as well as recapture a bigger audience and get people interested in her again, because Travis is kind of well liked. You know, he's a cutie. There's a lot of people, Black and white, that like him. And so it's like the normal benefits of a PR relationship. It gets everybody talking about you. It gets the attention off of the other stuff and puts it on something else. So it's a great distraction as well. The thing is with him, he's not going to marry her, you know, and he's very much, everybody who's watched me for a while knows what the King of Wands is in these situations, a player. So it will be hard for him if they do manage to secure this contract for this PR relationship. It will be very hard for him to keep his other doings on the down low, so that it doesn't, you know, hit the blogs that a bunch of girls are gonna say, well, he's supposed to be dating Megan, but I was out hanging out with him last night, or he was in my DMs. And, you know, because of that, doesn't, you know, look great, because the thing is that's coming up is everything that Rock Nation is doing to try to spin the block as far as the perception goes with Megan. It's like they're not seeing the bigger picture. It's not working out. They're not having success with it, and it's like throwing everything at the wall to see what sticks, and then constantly having to abandon ideas like, okay, well, we thought that was gonna work, but now all of a sudden it's not, and so we have to go like change tactics suddenly and go after something else because that's, you know, people are still mad or they don't believe it or they're just not interested. So the thing is that's coming up is it's like a bunch of rumors, a bunch of like, oh, we saw them flirting, or they'll like make sure that people see them flirting out at events. But then when it comes to actually trying to like lock this down and make it a relationship, I don't see him following through on it. And that's because Spirit's saying it's the same reason why they couldn't set her up with Michael B. Jordan. There, you know, that was something that was supposed to happen. If you guys don't remember, because I've mentioned it before on this channel, that they were trying to set the two of them up into a relationship, and then the Tori situation happened, and it was like Michael's people pulling back and saying, no, that doesn't look good. We don't want our client associated with that. And so they moved on to Partisan Fontaine, and then he got in a PR relationship with Lori Harvey instead. So, which worked out better for the both of them because, you know, everybody was invested in Turtle and Nugget. And still the weirdest nicknames. I'm sorry. I can't ever say those and keep a straight face. It just sounds so weird. Like, if somebody was calling me Nugget or Turtle, I'd be like, please pick a different name. But it, you know, it's like, obviously it helped her rehab her image after dating people like Diddy and Future. And then, you know, for him, everybody was kind of forgetting his past of seemingly only dating white women and all of the rumors about his sexuality. And so, you know, that fell through. I feel like there's more that's going to be exposed around the situation with Megan, both with the way that her team has gone about things in a dirty way. And of course, there's stuff that's coming out in regards to, you know, all the court filings with Tori, and more people will get their hands on the court papers, or they'll listen to people like, you know, Crystal Nicole and Mom's World and be like, that doesn't make sense, or that was some dirty shit. But I also feel like there's people who are no longer a part of her camp that will leak stories that are going to expose more of the dirty dealings behind the scenes. And because of that, that's what's going to put the kibosh on this moving forwards. So again, like I said in the reading that I uploaded, I believe it was Monday, about Tory Lane's appeal, they're going to put Megan on another hiatus coming up. They're going to, this isn't the pregnancy card in the traditional sense, but it's about getting creative behind the scenes to try to figure out what can we do moving forwards to try to put this girl back in position, because what we've been trying to do so far has not been working. And the thing is, it's going to be really hard for them to find anybody that's gonna want to be in any kind of PR relationship with her because of this. You know, I mean, I've already seen people online saying like Travis better run or keep security and cameras on him at all times, because God knows what she's gonna lie about when it comes to him. And, you know, it's really just kind of, what do they call it? Tainted goods. So let's see if they are gonna stick her back, like renew the contract with Pardi. What's gonna happen with Megan and Partisan Fontaine? Thank you. He is in a position right now where I keep feeling like he might be having money issues, because I keep seeing, you know, it's number one, like, I don't know if you guys ever noticed, like, any of the videos and pictures of them, they didn't have any damn chemistry with each other, and she seemed annoyed by him half the time. And I don't feel like he was super like, yeah, Megan. But the financial benefit of it, because he was definitely getting paid and getting opportunities thrown his way by the people that were handling her. It was like the trade-off is we will let you be this main writer and ghost writer on a bunch of people's music. You'll get all these other opportunities that you wouldn't have gotten otherwise as sort of the payment too on top of getting paid. And so Spirit's saying there's something about him having some financial worries. And so that's why he held on to that. And that's why he's hoping that they'll circle back around and say, hey, Pardi, actually. And I feel like that's why there hasn't been an announcement that this relationship between them, relationship, has ended yet, is because it's really they're not sure, because I feel like somebody told him on the back end too, like, hang on, we might end up coming back around, so don't, make any sudden announcements. Don't, unfollow her and delete all the pictures just yet. And then they'll try to explain it away of like, Megan was just trying to keep her personal life more personal and keep her page focused on business, if they do come back around and re-sign the contract with him. See, here he's coming up as the Knight of Cups, as in the sense of, I'm willing to lie and show up and pretend because I have financial issues. The Knight of Pentacles representing having financial issues, like money walks away from me, and I need more money and opportunities. So if they come calling, I'm jumping right back on that horse. Pun and no pun intended. So let's see. Yeah, don't be surprised, because as soon as, again, it's like coming up as, if they were to really try to announce or make it seem like, yes, Travis and Megan are dating, somebody's going to come out and be like, I was hooking up with him last weekend. Last night, he's in my DMs. I might be pregnant by him even. Like, there's somebody that's going to come out and spoil it. And not that anybody actually is pregnant, but you know how people be. So don't be surprised if we don't hear that Megan and Pardi worked things out and got back together, because I do feel like, and then all of a sudden stories will start to come out about how they're going to build a family together, you guys. It's not going to happen, but they're going to float those rumors to try to get people re-interested in this relationship again and again, relationship. So, and that's what happens a lot too in Hollywood, is that they'll, again, to use Yolanda Hadid as an example, she kept making Gigi go places that people were saying that Leonardo DiCaprio was supposedly at, even though nobody ever saw the two of them together. And then she'd call TMZ and be like, they were both at Cipriani's last night having dinner in a corner booth, flirting with each other. And, they'll try to do things like that with Megan to float it and see, does this help? But the thing is that Spirit's saying the white audience isn't going to super flock around Megan and suddenly support her and be fans of her. Not that she doesn't have white fans, but overwhelmingly, especially the country music type people, are not going to suddenly show up and be like, we're all stallions or ponies or whatever her fans call themselves. They're going to just be like, okay, well, we're not into that kind of music and she's not really our vibe, and keep listening to Morgan Wallen and Trace Adkins, and I can't think of any other country singers because I don't listen to country music, but you know what I mean? So this is something that's not going to go very far. Good luck to Megan and Rock Nation. They're going to need all the help that they can get, because everything is like, oh, it hits the blogs for a minute and then it disappears. And again, you know, like I said in the Tory reading too, every time that people start bringing up stuff about Tory, expect that the blogs will get flooded with stories about Megan. Megan got frozen yogurt last night. Look at the pictures of her coming out of the frozen yogurt shop. Didn't she look so pretty? And it will literally be trying to bury any news about the possible new trial and get all the attention back on her. So it's a dirty game these Hollywood folks play. If you want to know more about it, you can always join the Patreon. If you want to book your own private reading, follow me on Instagram or any of that. Links will all be in the description box below. Let me know, what did you think about this? Do you still support Megan after everything? We tell the truth over here, you know, none of it's hate. I don't support her after what she did to Tory, but I don't hate her either. I don't hate anybody. You would have to actually really care about somebody to hate them, let's be honest. And I really don't. I don't care about any of these celebrity people. The ones I care about is Whitney Houston, Michael Jackson, and Biggie and Tupac, and you know, they all passed away, and I wish the industry would leave Nicki Minaj and Kanye alone, and that's about where I stand with all of it. So anyways, guys, I am going to go. Make sure you are subscribed, because like I said, I do have more videos coming up every day this week, and then I am going to try to get some pre-recorded over the next couple days so that there's videos up next week as well. I hope everybody has a good one, and I will talk to y'all later. Bye.